is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive. Will begin at the 25. With Raheem Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 20.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk.
Jackson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice. The first down. Here's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively, team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
At the 6-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
These two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019. Had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo. And you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46.
36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 16-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
9-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. His kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Jackson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Saints 3.
Third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. That fell incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Uses the spin. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
He's going to go down. taken back right around the 30. Trey Hendrickson. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He fights forward for a couple. The penalty flag down. And the lineman, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
At the Saints, 36 yards.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Niners 24, Saints 3. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Looking long for Thomas. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
They've got his man complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
34 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now second and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, Harris. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. Deontay Harris. He will take this all the way. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 24, Saints 16.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15. And a 49er first down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Jackson's
a big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Jackson going to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyree Jackson. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Burton. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Lutz with the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Rolling to his left. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
The greatest show on earth, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44, Saints 25. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just 1.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up for the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action now. Jackson on the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. His target, Samuel, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Deebo
Deebo Samuel, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.